we're going to be now doing Scorpio for March. If you checked out the collective general reading for everybody, I did make my apologies for being in having hiatus, off the show here. But I was doing some energy work, and so now I'm back in full swing. Hopefully, the planetary shifting and things like that. This year it's going to be, like I said, in December, push and pull, and so there's going to be a lot of weird energy, a lot of good energy, and I'm just going to base my readings off of that for this year. So, just stay tuned. If you don't see me right away, maybe I'll post a quick little video to say, hey, like, what, I'm not doing it this month, or this week. But I really do feel like it's going to be okay for the next few months. So, okay, so we're getting right into it here. We have the Magician in reverse. Why is this bouncing everywhere? Okay, we have the Magician in the reverse. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse. So, someone's not using their intuition and they're being quite nostalgic. However, they want to use their intuition and they want to get manifesting. So I feel like, Scorpio, you're trying to manifest your feelings here, your yeah. Five of Cups. Yeah, so moving on, accepting, healing, forgiving. Yeah, so your emotions are quite relaxed. I feel like you're moving on from something, you've put all the work in, you've done all the manifestation. I feel like now you're just kind of like, ready to reap the rewards. But also letting go of grief and regret and sorrow, overcoming despair, that kind of a feeling. The Ten of Pentacles is there too, so there's money involved. So financially, yeah, financially, in the reverse. Yeah, so disputed inheritance, will, financial disaster, bankruptcy, a huge debt, new money, collapse of empire, family feud, fighting over money, divorce, fake wealth, marry for money, unconventional. So there's this idea that, there's a financial disaster looming over you all of the time, Scorpio. I just want to look at the Magician in the reverse again because I think I'm missing something here. Yeah. Manipulation, unused ability, untrustworthiness, trickery, conniving, cunning, lack of mental clarity. So I feel like okay, Scorpio, I think, let's see what, I just want to, hang on. I don't want to say this until I get the rest of the cards out. Part of me, okay, for one storyline, I'm just going to say it. One storyline says that you're in a relationship where it's all about making money and you're getting tired of it. You just feel like you're being manipulated and tricked into doing things that you really don't want to do. It's like you need a break, okay? And it is with your relationship because the Lover's card is there in the current position. Three of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, so returning home from travels. A lot of you have been, holding on to the past. And, sort of, there's another storyline here that says, you're unhappy with your choices that you've made, failed long distance relationships, things like that. And I feel like for somebody, it's from the past, like a past relationship's coming back to haunt you for some of you Scorpions. I don't know why. But I do know that you are not in the travel position, like you're not moving forward with it. And you're not experiencing life the way that you should be right now. I think you're really, really, really overworking yourself. And I think you just want a break. That's the overall reading of this. And the Lover's card is a wonderful card because it does talk about soulmate energy. It talks about partnership, beautiful union. It's a connection, right? That you have. with your significant other. And, she or he, it's a perfect union, a partnership. Um, you have shared values, right? But I still think you're in your head. I would not be surprised if the sword card comes out for the overall reading of this, because I feel like you're in your head about this. And I don't think it's as massive as you think that it is. Okay, I don't think it's as... Yeah, because you're not depressed. You're not hanging on. Because I see the 8 of Swords is there in the reverse. And that talks about freedom and relief, taking control, standing up to abusive, I feel like some of you too are also in a relationship where you're abusive to one another, but maybe you're just not realizing it, but you are feeling empowered, and you're definitely healing something from the past. You're not, some of you could be in a severe depression, but you're not, you're coming out of that. Okay? You have healing, and you're feeling very strong right now. So I feel like whatever this was currently in your relationship, with the feelings that you're going through, let's see that 3 of Wands again. That's really throwing me off. Okay, so I think some of you are having some self-doubt. I think some of you are doubting some of, you're unhappy with some of the choices you're currently making. Okay, and I feel like this is due to some pressure your relationship is putting on you. I don't know. Then you have the 10 of, oh wow, 10 of Swords. You're scared to be betrayed. Okay, and you're holding on to a lot of burden here. Oh wow, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's go to our notes. So the Magician in the reversed position talks about manipulation, unused abilities, conniving, lack of mental clarity, unused ability, and I feel like this is you feeling like you're not doing what you want to do. You're doing what's expected of you. Then you have the 5 of Cups there. And that's saying, you're accepting everything, you're healing, and, you're rejoining the world, releasing emotions, letting go of grief, regret, and letting go of, that past sorrow. So, although you're unhappy with certain situations going on right now that you can't really fully concentrate, that you feel blocked, and you can't manifest, you're using this time to, kind of chip away at the things that have bothered you over the years. And with the 10 of Pentacles right there, in the reversed position, that talks about disputed inheritances, like to do with money. Like some this conversation is about money, and it's a unconventional marriage that you're in. Okay, and it's a lot of fighting over money right now. So I think that's what's going on, is like, you 2 of you are fighting over money. You're getting in your head about how things used to be with your relationship, but you're not in that, you're not going back, you're not reverting back to that state where you used to just get depressed. You're now like looking at it in a different kind of way currently, and saying, okay, I understand what's happening. I just want to come out of this in a clear way. Okay, like what can I gain from this? Yeah, what can I gain from this, right? How can I make this serve me better? How can I free myself from this feeling, right? It's like you're trying to find the solutions to the problem of all this fighting over money, instead of like just throwing your hands up in the air and going, you know what, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna shut this person up and do whatever they're asking of me, and even though I'm gonna get burnt out and get really hateful and need sleep, like, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, in the past it caused a lot of psychological issues for you. You know, in the past, it kept you bound mentally, it kept you in your head, it kept you sort of helpless. You felt victimized and sometimes often paralyzed by the fear of this person leaving you or betraying you, or, you know, like if you put your burdens down, they're going to leave you. If you don't, you know, if you get lazy, they're going to leave you. Like, you know, that kind of mentality that you just can't be in yourself, be what you need to be to recharge your batteries. And so I do think that's what's going on here. I just want to look at the I have all these things here because I'm trying to keep track of, haven't done them in a while. Okay, so we'll restore. So okay, so again, betrayal, yeah, backstabbing, bitching. There's a lot of bitching going on. I feel like the universe is reminding you, okay, like there's no need to feel exhausted over all this anymore. Like, you know this, you know, like it's like you hit the last nail in the coffin. Like, okay, I've been here, done this before. You know, don't play. You're not, you know, I'm not gonna play. The universe is reminding you, don't play the victim. You know, you don't need to be the martyr. Okay, and then the Ten of Wands right there talks about, you know, like that burden, like you're overloaded and you feel very stressed out constantly, right? And you know, I just feel like there's a lot of restrictions being placed on you, that you need to have the freedom to find your, you need the freedom to be maybe creative with yourself, or like learn how to say no, that kind of thing. And but you know, keep going, although, because if you're overwhelmed, you're going to lose your focus. And the Ten of Wands talks about, like, you know, being dutiful and, you know, having problems with that obligation. You feel obligated to do all of this stuff because you made a commitment, right? And, you know, there's probably a lot of bickering about it because you just kind of like, oh, really? Do I have to do this? Like, really? Like, we just did this thing over here, you know? Or we just went to that thing, or, you know, do we have to go to the 10 library classes today? Like, can we just do 2? You know, that kind of thing. I don't think it's anything that's going to, like, disrupt your marriage of any kind, but, or your relationship in general. It's just a conversation you need to have with your other you know, with your other side, and just with yourself, other side, and just be like, you know, to your partner, be like, hey, like, this is what's going on, this is how I feel, you know. And of course, this person in your life's mature, she's grounded, you know, this feminine energy there, successful, you know, she's a homemaker, down to earth, organized, practical, you know, sort of, maybe even like maybe I feel like there's some natural what is the word I'm looking for? Like, maybe she's a social butterfly, grounded, into nature. She's got all the reins, okay? She controls the relationship for the most part because she does so much, and you're in awe of her. So she, you know, you respect everything that she does for the relationship and for whatever family life you have, okay? But she can be probably very overwhelming. And I'm seeing like a lot of sort of like ritualistic things going on here too with her, so that could be a thing as well. Yeah, because it's all wands and swords, dude. And also there's like one pentacle card. Oh, let's see what the bottom of the deck is. Ooh, the death card. That's interesting. Wait till they show it to you upside down. Yeah, okay. The death card in the reverse is the overall energy. So I want to say transformation. But let's look. Okay, so the inability to move forward, fear of beginnings, repeating negative patterns, resisting change, being dependent on that other person in your life, right? Because normally when the death card is in reverse, it's like, you know, unexpected change, transition, you know, kind of thing. But it also represents new beginnings. So in the reverse, it's kind of like, no, nothing's really going anywhere right now. It's neither dead or alive. It just is. So I feel like right now in this relationship you're in right now, Scorpio, it just is what it is. And you're just kind of like, I just need to break free and be crazy stupid for just a little while to like calm the adult in me and just get back to my playful side, just to recharge that battery. All right. So I hope that's been helpful for you, Scorpio. Again, going into March. I am going to pull some more cards, though, so don't worry. So we're going to go ahead and do some affirmations for Scorpio in the month of March to help you on your journey. All my beautiful Scorpion ladies and gents. And both. Okay. I should say peoples. All right, here we go. Okay. Quarter moon above a tree. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. Okay. So you need to get on a more spiritual side to things with yourself. Find your own spiritual way. Okay. Let's see what the karmic geometry. Blah, blah. Let's try this again. Sacred geometry card has to say. Okay, allowance is there. Let's do one more for Scorpio, please. Unless you don't want us to have anything else. That's the only card I'm getting. One more shuffle. Okay, nope, that's it for you. All right. Need my glasses. 1 second. Okay. Number 9. It says the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. The universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion when we allow it, without resistance, without judgment, without opinion. So I feel like this card, this is the universe reminding you, Scorpio, that even though your partner might be giving you opinions and judgments and cracking the whip, I feel like you need to remind that person that, hey, like, this is an equal partnership, and let's equally give what we can equally. I know, you carry the burden most of the time. Right now I'm feeling like I'm carrying the burden most of the time, and I feel like we need to find a happy medium. Okay, so that's what this card's reminding you of. It's just giving yourself allowances, right? Giving you guys a free space in the day to just be with yourself, do what you need to do, recharge. Whether that's once a week, once a day, once a month. Okay, so that's that one. Let's see what your spirit animal is right now, Scorpio. What's your spirit guide saying? The falcon. Observation. 25, number 7. I think it's Egyptian. It's the peregrine falcon. So yeah. Cracking that whip. Building that pyramid. Anyway, the falcon's there to remind you to just be more observant, okay, of your feelings in that moment, and to speak your truth and just allow the natural progress of things, right? Let's find our abundance. We're at 18 minutes. Let's find our abundance for Scorpio. Now, none of these cards popped out for any of the other readings today, so let's see if you are the lucky winner for my abundance card shuffle for Scorpio in March. Because these were not flying out. They did not want to be used. They did not want to give any messages to anyone else. So there's 2 horoscopes where they didn't pop out at all. That's Cancer. Spice. Oh, and Pisces. Wow. Okay. All right. So, there you go. Humility and delusion. Delusion and humility. How can it be more complicated? I mean, right? How can it be more complicated? It says, allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. So some of you out there are quite delusional about your humility right now. Okay, your humility, your humbleness, the ability to actually be happy with what you are doing for the other person and for yourself, okay, in life. And I think you're right now learning the lesson of humility. I think you're you know, that illusion, that delusion you set up for yourself, you know, this false narrative you've put in your head is now coming out and saying, yeah, I think maybe this is the way it's supposed to be, and I've been kind of putting it off for a while. I'm gonna have a conversation about it. Or maybe I feel like this other person feels this kind of certain way, and maybe that's not the actual way things are. Like, I'm going to have a conversation about it. But you're going to do it in a way that's humble, right? You're not going to come out ego. You're going to come out heart. And I think that's what's important here. And you're always going to accept the right assistance. You know, the universe is going to guide you, and you know that anyway. So, again, that's such a pretty card. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So I hope that's helped you in some way, Scorpio. And again, you know, enjoy your new moon in Virgo. And thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to hit me up in the messages below, you know, shout out, whatever. Hopefully I'll get back to you. And until then, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.